Do not lie to my face or lie to Holly's face. What are we doing here? What's the point of putting any of our ugly mugs on it? Jill, I'm close to ripping you off the wall. That little girl being treated wrong. Don't ruin it, okay? Don't ruin it. Hello guys and welcome back to Dance Mums, and today we are jumping into season 5 episode 9. I know guys, I cannot believe that we're so far into season 5 and I haven't even started the production notes yet. So you're going to have to just wait a little bit longer for that. But my goodness, what a chaotic time it's been. I've really been enjoying Dance Mums this series. I think there's just something different about it that's made it feel a lot more fun and exciting. And maybe that's because Christy's off the show with Chloe and it no longer feels as depressing as it was. And like, as much as Holly and Nia are really getting it in the neck, they are defending themselves incredibly well, and I feel like they're definitely fighting a winning battle currently. So anyway, we're going to be jumping into the pyramids. I couldn't bother to cover them up with pictures, so you're just going to have to put up with it, guys. Okay, don't like it, you don't have to watch it, alright? Alright. Anyway, let's get into the pyramids. As you can see, it's a little bit of an odd shape this week. It's a little bit of a peculiar one. Let's just put it that way. So, at the bottom of the pyramid, we have Jill and then Melissa. The reason why Jill's below Melissa is purely because I think I expect the kind of behaviour that I saw from Melissa in the last episode. But from Jill, I was very disappointed. Pulling your children off the film set after you've agreed to do a job. Very unprofessional and very disappointing from all of you. As somebody who can't get filming jobs, it is very disappointing to see you just pulling your children out of very good opportunities. Anyway, up next we have Maddie. Where is Maddie? I'm starting that hashtag campaign right now. Where is she? Where has she gone? I think she was busy last week, but equally she just didn't appear, did she? Anyway, up next we had the 3 mums who decided to stay. Icons. Exactly what I expected them to do, and I'm very happy that they decided to stay. I'm glad that I'm glad that Jessalyn and Kira actually stood their ground against Abby. I think it can be hard as a new mum to sort of go against her in that way, but equally I think these mums are more concerned about their daughter's career than about Abby, which also makes me believe that their whole, oh, we just want to come to the ALDC for Abby's teaching is bullshit. Because if you were there for Abby's teaching, you would have left with her. But you're here for the career that your daughter can have on the show. And there's no shame in that. Just be honest about it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we can't be too honest about it because that would break the fourth wall. But come on. You're not here for Abby and her teaching methods, are you? You're here for the opportunities Dance Mums can give you. And fair game at the end of the day. I probably would have done the same. I wouldn't have done the same. That's a lie. Anyway, up next, we have Nia and Kendall. I mean, 2 icons again, but did they really do much in the last episode? No. They did a shitty little Moulin Rouge dance that was poor at best, and yeah, it was okay. I enjoyed bits of it, but like the vibe was just not vibing. Anyway, up next we have Kalani. I'm shocked that she didn't place, but then again, someone pointed out to me that she was in the team category, and I didn't think that the dance was incredible. I think that Kalani's done better solos and duets than I saw there. So yeah, maybe the whole Nancy Kerrigan and what's the other one? Tonya Harding was lost on the audience maybe. I don't think it was explicitly clear unless you knew that those are the outfits roughly that they were wearing on the ice. Like, I feel like it was just a little bit too niche of a reference. Same with the I Love Lucy stuff. I don't think it was particularly, oh, that's I Love Lucy. But yeah, that's just me personally. And that brings us to Jojo and to Mackenzie, who once again topped the pyramid. I was very impressed. And I have to say that both of them did a great job. I put Mackenzie slightly higher purely because she didn't make as many mistakes as Jojo. But equally, when your music stops, I will give you a pass on any mistakes you make because I also would make mistakes and I am not a perfect individual. But anyway, that is it. Let's crack on with the video, shall we?
And if she wants her here, she usually gets her own way.
Hello? So...
Hang on. Why are they all in green? Have I missed the memo today? Because I turned up in white. I should have put my green jumper on. I didn't realise we were recording in green.
A few moments later.
Right, I feel a little bit more at home now. I feel like I'm going to be welcomed into the room. Got my little green quarter zip. Let's go.
The golden rule. If you get a solo, you place. But you didn't do that.
Sorry, have I missed an episode? Have I missed what do you mean Nia had a solo? I didn't see a solo with Nia. Have I missed something? Well, hang on, let me do a little bit of research time on the last episode because I do not remember Nia having a solo. Hang on a minute. I don't know how this has happened, but YouTube has labelled its episodes completely wrong. And I'm very confused. Because this one here, let me show you on the screen. So, this one here is season 5 episode 9, and this is the one that's come out just after, so it's the first week back. But this wasn't the video I was watching. This was the video I was watching here. This one down here, Kathy's Shocking Return, season 5 episode 9. But that's not what season 5 episode 9 is. What a palaver. What's going on here? Right, well, let's restart and we'll get back on with it.
We still haven't reconciled any issues related to the Maddie B video. The line have been drawn again.
Holly, I love you to pieces, but I don't think that you're actually going to reconcile anything at this point. And now I've just realised, now that I'm watching a different video, this quarter zip makes no sense. I'm going to have to include the fact that we went on the wrong episode. Oh, guys, what an absolutely tragic day I've had. Honestly, it's already 1 PM. I was meant to start recording 2 hours ago.
Usually, I'm nervous how Abby is going to treat me. But in this case, I'm nervous how the other moms are going to treat me.
Very interesting, Jill. I mean, to be fair, this is the first time in a long time that you've done something a little bit snaky. And I have to be honest, I don't know. It might not work out for you. The mums might be actually quite pissed off. But do you know what I'm very excited for? I'm excited to get back up in that room. Get back up in that little looky room. Because we haven't been up there in so long. Like, so long. I'm so excited, guys. I'm excited. Not just a shitty little corridor. We're up in a proper viewing room now.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh. We came back from LA because we weren't ready.
And now they're all in blue. This outfit doesn't make sense anymore. Oh, for God's sake, guys. I'm so upset. I'm going back to the white. So upset right now. I just wanted a colour match with the girls.
If they admire you and respect you that much, right?
I think absolutely.
I mean, if you made a good lasting impression, because you could say, look,
well,
I
it
got
wasn't so much
lots
me
of
making
kids
the
who can
lasting
do that.
impression, it was her.
Guys, I don't even know what's going on in this conversation. I'm so checked out. I'm like, why are we whittering on about this? Jill, you know that Abby is not going to get any kind of momentum going for your daughter at this point. She's only interested in 2 things. Mac Z and Maddie Ziegler. That is it. Nobody else. Okay? She's put all of her eggs into the Ziegler basket. That's it.
Her son's like the highest stage of diabetes you can have. Yeah. And he's 8. He has to be monitored. And the dad lives in Utah.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, like, it's just not feasible for her to be coming here every single week. Do you know what I mean? Damn. Yeah, you know what? Fair and valid. Fair and valid. I think the phrase, her son is the highest form of diabetes that you can have, is kind of crazy, I can't lie. Isn't it just like type 1, type 2? Like, I've got a friend with type 1 diabetes, and like, I didn't realise that there were levels within the levels. Do you know what I mean? There are like levels inside the types. That's kind of crazy, and that's mental at 8 years old.
So, on the bottom of the pyramid is Maddie.
So fair and valid. Just so fair and valid. But like, still, did you see the shock on my face? I literally gasped. I do gasp like that because I genuinely am shocked. Like, sometimes I play it up and I'm like, oh, what? But like, that was a genuine, oh my God, I did not expect that. See, I can't fake it all the time, guys.
We have Kendall. Kendall, you only did 1 number. It should have been perfect.
Oh. Here's me thinking, oh, Kendall's about to get some praise. Oh, yay, Kendall's about to get, I don't know, some kind of praise. No, should have been perfect. Should have been perfect, and it was not perfect. So, clearly, that's your fault.
On top of the pyramid.
And there's like an extra picture. Someone coming, like what's going on?
Do you know what? I didn't even do the math with the girls and how many people there were and how many pictures there were on the board. So I absolutely have no idea who's coming on this board. Because I didn't watch the coming up on Dance Moms because I just skipped to the start of the episode. Oh, God. I don't know what's happening in this episode. I actually do not remember in the slightest. I thought it was a Kathy episode, but clearly not.
Is Maddie.
What? I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew that there was no way that Abby was just going to leave Maddie on the bottom of that pyramid to rot. Come on. What are we doing here? What? Why is she on the pyramid twice? What? What are we doing here?
Not surprised Maddie was on it twice. She should just be the whole pyramid.
Honestly, Kalani, I agree. What's the point of putting any of our ugly mugs on it if you're just going to put Maddie at the top every single time, even when she wasn't even there last week? Even when we busted our ass to try and get you guys some wins and failed, yeah, fair enough. But equally, she wasn't even there. She weren't even there all week. So, like, what's the point? Actually, what's the point now?
And if we keep finding competitions that teen is 12, you're not junior anymore.
Teen being 12 is ridiculous because the number doesn't even end in teen. Like 13, it's in the name. So why is 12 being considered teen when it's not? Do you know what I mean? Like it's not even named teen. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like that is just common sense. I feel like the clue is in the name.
I don't think it's right just all of a sudden say, oh, because you're too old to come up, you're like geriatric and you can't compete.
I understand that.
So if you understand that, then why are you saying that you're going to replace the teens? Once you're a teen, I'm done with you. It's like, what? No. Like, you had Brooke in the teen category for ages and she was winning. Kalani's been winning in the teen category. So, like, I don't understand what your issue is with the teen category. You're just scared of the kind of dancers that can go up against them because your teaching is not adequate enough. Hey, I said it. I said it. Someone had to.
The name of the routine is Pretty Little Liar.
Oh. Lovely little crossover. If you're a Pretty Little Liars fan, it's coming back very, very soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
You're doing a blues number.
Ooh, a blues number. Okay, Abby. Let's see how you get on with that because I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned. Because the last time you did a blues number, I don't remember it going particularly well. Maybe it will turn out well. You never know. You never know with Abby. It can either be the best thing in the world or it could be absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, your routine is entitled The Golden Rule. Something called Don't Step on the People on the Way Up, because you might see them again on the way down.
Yeah, Abby. Yeah. Good point. And talking about ethics and morals and loyalty, does that apply to when you've agreed to do a job and then when something doesn't go your way, you pull out of it? Would you say that's ethical? Would you say that's moralistic? Would you say that that is loyal to the fact that you've agreed to do a job and you're now no longer going to complete it? Yeah, something tells me that that isn't exactly your kind of morals. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's not like we watched you do it in the last episode or anything. No, you'd never do that, would you? Yeah, no. And you're definitely not punishing Nia for staying true to her commitments. No. That would never happen. Right, Abby?
Like, she didn't want us there.
But you can't quit halfway through, Jill. Like, if you go to something and that choreographer is doing the audition,
No, but
he's gonna remember
I think
that.
we have to respect what our dance teacher wants for us and our kids.
Do you know what, Jill? This is what's really, really bugging me about this whole situation, is the fact that I think that Jocelyn has made an exemplary point, but you're like, no, we just have to do what Abby's gonna say. I disagree. If that choreographer or if that director or if that producer or whoever is at another audition and your kid walks in, it's an instant blacklist. And then it's an instant blacklist for whoever they're working for in that room. That director sees you again with a completely new team, instant blacklist again. Suddenly you're blacklisted by the whole of LA. It's a very small town. So that is detrimental to your child's career. Disobeying Abby for like this silly little thing is minimal compared to the impact that that could have on your child's career. I'm sorry, but I think you made the wrong choice.
I feel like Holly's falling down, and it's causing the next one to fall, and the next one to fall, and the next one to fall. I don't want a team of people that can't be upstanding citizens.
What has this got to do with upstanding citizens, bestie? It's not like they're committing crimes. It's not like they're going out and bashing old ladies. They're just saying, hey, Abby, we're not happy with the treatment. We're going to go out and sort our own daughters' lives out, okay? It's got nothing to do with being an upstanding citizen, Abby. What are you talking about?
I'm tired of putting myself out there and not having the back of
Holly, but
everybody
that
else.
was your choice. You chose to stay.
You decided not to because you didn't want to deal with the wrath of Abby.
That's correct.
But I thought the reason why you did it was for your child's career. So if you just didn't want to face the wrath of Abby, then how is that servicing your daughter's career? You took an opportunity away from her, Jill. You took that opportunity away from her. You took what could have been a really unique and exciting experience away from her because you didn't want to upset Abby. That's no way to parent your child. I can actually, do you know what? I'm not even going to go into parenting childs because not my domain. I shouldn't be commenting on that. But I don't think that's any way to further your child's career. Let's just say that.
Susu, fall out.
Abby doing a dance step. Guys, tick it off the bingo list. It doesn't happen every episode, so this is a real unicorn moment.
Come on, you didn't do well in LA. I'm sick and tired of you being a second place dancer. Win. Okay.
Because it's that simple, Abby. It's just, win. Just, why don't you just win? Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, Abby. Yeah, I haven't been winning just because didn't feel like it. Just didn't feel like winning. So, like, now, if you're telling me to win, I'll win. It's fine. I'll actually try and win now. Yeah, because that's how it works, Abby. Okay. Oh, Holly, Nia is getting the Chloe treatment. And before that, the Paige treatment, where Abby could not give two fucks about your child and is just sitting on her phone now. So, yeah, okay, perfect. Do you remember, like, there was one week where Nia worked with another choreographer and they actually worked really, really well together and Nia ended up winning? And do you remember every other time when she's worked with Abby and lost every single time? Yeah, I remember that as well.
I think Holly gets on her high horse, and I think it's because she doesn't understand some of the things that are going on, other than what she's trying to do with Nia.
Pray tell, what does she not understand, Jill? What does she not understand? Because I think she's got a pulse on pretty much everything that's going on here better than anybody else. She can see the bullshit for what it is. Bullshit. At the end of the day, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely categorically ridiculous. And it's just Abby being Abby. She sat on her phone for as long as she's had a phone. Do you know what I mean?
I know you don't have my back.
See, that's wrong. You're wrong there.
You think you have my back?
Absolutely.
What on earth would possess you to say that you have my back?
What on earth would make you think I wouldn't have your back?
Oh, I don't know. Just the hundreds of times when Holly has been in the firing line by Abby and you've not once spoken up, even though behind closed doors you've been like, don't worry, I have your back. I completely understand the fact that you don't want to put yourself in the firing line, but you can't say that you have her back when you don't. You're standing in conversations with Abby and you are not saying anything. You're just standing as a complicit bystander. So you can't say that you have her back. I don't expect you to have her back in those conversations. If you don't want to engage in Abby's wrath, that is fair and valid. But do not lie to my face or lie to Holly's face and tell me that you have her back when you have not displayed a single ounce of having her back this season.
Week after week in LA, and no one ever said anything to Abby. To my defense, or that little girl's defense, is wrong. And to pretend that you have is wrong.
I just love the way that Holly says wrong. It is wrong. It's so wrong. That little girl being treated wrong. I don't mean to laugh because this is a very serious matter, but like I do just love the way that she says wrong.
How many texts and phone calls to you and Nia?
And you know what? I was done.
Don't say I didn't have your back.
That's not having my back on the phone when not in front of Abby. That's being a coward.
Nope.
Completely agree. It is being a coward. There's a lot of people in the comment section who are like, oh, why does she expect them to have her back when she didn't have like Christy and Kelly's back and things like that? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fair and valid. She might not have. But equally, there were moments where she did have their back in situations and she did speak up. Jill and Melissa don't do that. And I think that's the issue, is that they constantly preach that they have Holly's back. But then when the time comes to prove that, they don't. And then they still claim that they do have her back, even though they don't. There is a difference between checking in on someone after a conversation has occurred and also having their back in a conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was in a fight, right, and my mates didn't back me up, okay, after they had told me that they had my back, I'd be pissed with them. And then if they tried to tell me to my face, no, I've still got your back, bro. Well, where were you when my back was getting beaten up? Do you know what I mean? What's going on? What was happening? Where were you? Okay, I'm looking at you and I'm going, hey man, come help me. You got my back. And you're like, I don't want to get involved. I'll check on you after though. Well, fat lot of good that's going to do when I'm in the hospital. Do you know what I mean? Visiting times are between 5 and 12.
I hope Holly just comes back and is okay. And I don't get the whole argument with you yesterday. Where does she feel like nobody's sticking up for Nia?
Maybe the fact when she said, oh, I feel disrespected and so does Nia, and not a single one of you went, yeah, do you know what? It is quite disrespectful what you're doing towards Nia. That's why she feels like you haven't got her back. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I feel like she's raising issues and you're not backing her up. Even though behind closed doors, you're like, yeah, you know what? It is really wrong. Oh, yeah, you know what? It is a real shame that she's being treated like this. But none of you are willing to say it in front of Abby. That's fine. You don't have to. I'm not telling you that you should or you shouldn't. But I'm telling you, if you're going to say I've got your back and I have your back and I'm covering your back, then you got to have their back in situations like that. You can't just expect it to happen. You can't just expect them to be okay with you breaking your promise like that. Do you know what I mean?
I can't expect everyone else's standards to be my standard. I have to just understand and respect that's kind of how you are.
Holly is doing a classic, I'm not apologizing because it's still your fault, but I'm going to veil it as an insecurity of yours and a strength of mine. I just had a moment of clarity that, like, I can't expect other people's standards to be as high as mine. Like, they just can't be the same as mine. And, like, if you guys don't want to have high standards like I do, then, like, that's your business. That is literally your business. And I'm fine with that. I'm at peace. I'm completely and utterly at peace with that.
And also understanding with our friendships, I have to alter my expectations because I'm going to be hurt. And as long as I know that, I'm okay.
She's just a wordsmith, isn't she? She's just a poet. She's just incredible. I can't even repeat what she just said because, like, the words just hit my brain and I was like, that's incredible. That is the best thing to say to someone that has stabbed you in the back as a friend. Listen, I know what my expectations of having you as a friend are now, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I know what my expectations are, and that's absolutely fair and valid. That's crazy statements from her, I can't lie.
So basically, their relationship with Abby and their girl's position with Abby, you feel is more important than your friendship?
Absolutely. I think
I've never said that. I have said a million times I would never lose a friendship over this.
Like I said, I am one of these people that is fine with honesty, okay? I would rather you do a shitty thing but be honest about it than do a shitty thing and lie about it, okay? And what Jesslyn just said that Holly is expecting from this friendship is the fact that the mums are not willing to put the friendship with the other mums over their own daughter and their relationship with Abby. If you're going to do that, which every single mum in that room bar Holly is willing to do, then that's fine. I've got no issue with that. If you want to put your child and her relationship with the dance teacher first, and the fact that you don't want to engage with Abby because that will reflect badly on your daughter, go for it. But be honest about it. Be honest about it, okay? And, like, that's something that, like, I come backwards and forwards with Melissa on it, because sometimes she's honest about it, and she's like, hey, I'm not going to say anything to Abby because it's going to ruin chances for my children. And I'm fine with that. I'm like, you know what? Fair and valid. But Jill is infuriating me because she's sitting here and she's like, I've got your back. I've got your back. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have your daughter's back, and that is who you're preventing from getting involved in all of this. But you can't say that you have Nia's back when you're not actively doing anything to stop Abby's wrath against her. Do you know what I mean? Like Holly said, all you had to do is be like, enough. It's enough. Enough said. But you didn't. You just stood there complicitly and watched the argument unfold. So that's not having someone's back, okay?
And I think Holly's making it black or white. Like, you either support me and back up my kid, or I don't feel like you're my true friend.
Yes. Your friendship is built on the conditions you've set, and I'm okay with that.
I cannot believe that Jesslyn is making complete and utter sense. I think this is the issue, is that Holly is very much seeing this situation in black and white and very much making it a case of, hey, I want your support or we're not friends. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. But like, we can't have a friendship and you not support me when I need your help. And that is absolutely fair and valid. The other mums are making it a little bit more sort of murky in the sense of like, oh, well, I can still be your friends, but that doesn't mean that I support you when you need me, or it doesn't mean that I step in when you're having like a tough moment and you need backup, because why would I do that? Why would I do that? It's like when my mates are like always saying to me like, oh, if I got in a fight, would you back me up? And I'll be like, I wouldn't want to, but if you needed me, I would, because that's the kind of friend I am. And I feel like Jill is not that kind of friend. She's putting herself and her child above anything else. And yeah, fair and valid, but that doesn't make you a good friend. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't make you a good friend. If you want to do that, be honest about it. That's what I've been saying all episode.
I think deep down, Jill is just mad because she knows she's letting Abby run her life and run her kid's life, but she's too scared to say anything.
Honestly, if Jessalyn keeps this up, she might be making her way up the pyramid, you know. I've been really impressed with her today. Her takes are fresh, they're exciting. She's calling out Jill for what she is, a little follower, a little drone, and Abby's queen bee. It's just so interesting to see her clock Jill for exactly what she is.
This group is not competing team. They're competing junior. Now, Kalani, she's pulling the sage up. And that's my issue. So I'm pulling her out of the group dance.
I know I've kicked off in the past when she's pulled people out, but I think because it's to do with age, and because this is just a stupid rule that they have, I think it's fair and valid, personally. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to take Kalani out. If she's the oldest person and it brings them down into the junior category, then fair and valid. She's still got a solo this week, so it's not like she's doing nothing. She's still doing something. But unfortunately, yeah, it's probably best to take Kalani out. Because if they took Nia out, all hell would break loose.
The moms were so focused on making their daughters stars, they forgot what put their daughters' names on the map in the first place.
Dance Mums, the show that you're on. Because if you dare say the Abbey Lee Dance Company, I'm going to slap you. Because you guys are no-name nobodies before this show. So really, it is Dance Mums.
Stick up for your kid.
I do stick up for her.
Be in the number. You've never had to fight for your kid before, so this will be a new thing for you. The rest of us have to fight for everything we get.
I don't think that if Kira doesn't want to fight for her daughter to be in the group number, is it the end of the world? No. What this whole conversation is the other mums being like, hey, argue with Abby because it's your job. It's your job to be disruptive and cause arguments. And Kira's like, no, I don't want to do that. This is not the hill I'm dying on. I'm not causing an argument before her solo that's going to put her off. I want her to do the solo properly first. The mums are pissing me off in this episode. Like, actually pissing me off. Jill especially. Jill's really winding me up in this episode. I'm not happy with you, Jill.
You have to say what is right for your kid, what is right in life, and you can't be afraid. Like the music video. Jill and Melissa didn't stick up for their kids.
No. Abby asked you guys all not to do it, and you did.
So you didn't stick up for your children. You chose to follow Abby like a sheep. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. That's the words that are coming out of your mouth or the subtext behind them, okay? So let's not be playing those silly little games, Jill. Shush. Pipe down. We don't want to hear from you the rest of the episode.
My life doesn't hinge on Abby Lee Miller. I believe that there's a greater destiny in life.
Mom trumps manager. No matter what.
Jessalyn is on one today. Who put the goody sugar in her drink? Okay, who made her the hero of the episode? Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought Jessalyn would be the one coming out with all of the things that I'm agreeing with in this episode? I don't believe it. It's mental. How do I feel about this number? It's a very good question, Ethan. And the answer to that question would be, I would give this an 8 out of 10. Don't think it's Kalani's best solo. I think obviously Kalani's best solo was Fragile Forest, or whatever that Forest one was from back earlier on this series. I just don't think it wowed me. I liked the music. The music was fun and funky. I thought the dancing was good. There were a couple of bits where I was just like, ugh. I actually hate when Abby choreographs this little bit. Like, sometimes the floor sections can just look awkward with the shapes that they're making. And I don't know whether that's just the choreography or whether that's just the dancers themselves. But either way, I just don't like it that much. So I think personally, we need to sort it out. That is numero uno. Second, I think that we just need to, like, I don't know. I think Kalani needs to be pushed, and this didn't feel like she was getting pushed with this solo. Do you get what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but I feel like Fragile Forest pushed her so much that I was like, wow, what a dance. Whereas this, it just doesn't stack up, sadly. You know what, Kendall? That was a bloody good dance. That was a bloody good dance. Do you know why? There was no tricks. There was no, like, rubbish acro moves in there, okay? It was just pure dance, attitude, diva-ness. The hat was a great prop. It didn't feel forced. It felt natural. It was just a fantastic dance. You know what? You get a 10 out of 10, bestie. You get a 10 out of 10. Well done, Kendall. I think that deserves to win. I think it was better than Kalani's. But then again, it's hard to judge them because they were two very different dances. But either way, just bloody brilliant, Kendall. I'm super impressed with you right now. Like, super, super impressed with you. It just makes me really sad, guys. Like, does it make you sad as well? Like, this is barely worthy of, like, a 3. That was a piss poor dance. And, like, the issue is that I don't even think it's Nia's fault. I think, yeah, it was sloppy in areas, but I think the choreography caused it to be sloppy. Do you know what I mean? There were so many moves where I felt like Nia was having to rush because the timing of the beats was just all over the place. Like, for the moves, I was like, what are we doing here? It was a really, really bad dance. Like, one of the worst we've seen on the show. And it's always Nia that gets stuck with these shitty routines. It's so upsetting. It's so sad because she's a much better dancer than anybody gives her credit for. I mean, we saw with the Maya Angelou dance, we see in the group numbers that she's able to keep up most of the time. And then she gets silly little solos like this that, like, I don't even think are fit for Mackenzie. Do you know what I mean? It's just awful. And it really upsets me. I want her to have good dances, but, like, this is not it. This is not it, guys, at all. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. When she was standing in the recorded booth and she was like, be your own person. You can be anything you want. I mean, I don't think those were the words, but it sounded pretty much like that. I was like, this is naff. But with all the effects on top, the music in the background, it sounds like a proper bop. It sounds like a 2010s, early 2010s bop. Actually, it sounds more like a late 2000s pop bop. But yeah. Also, guys, I found out that apparently bop does not mean what I think it means. So when I've been saying that song's a bop, I've been calling it a slag the entire time. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. Did not know that. And now it's made me feel old because apparently that's what the young kids call it. That's what the young kids call our OnlyFans models. It's like bops. That's crazy to me. I did not realise that. Genuinely didn't realise that. So I've been using bop all this time. Just willy-nilly. Just, yeah. Bop here, bop there. I'm a bop to the shops. Bop to the top. From High School Musical. Can't sing that anymore. You're going to slag your way to the top. That's what that means now. Honestly, the world's gone nuts.
You know it. I want you to be dressed. You're part of this team. I want you to wear the group costume and represent the ALDC.
Sorry, Abby, you want her to get changed into a costume, put the makeup on and everything, but she's not allowed to go dance on the stage. That's so cruel. That's so cruel. What are we doing here?
I mean, I'm upset that I'm not in it, but I can't do anything about it. Her mind's not gonna change.
Well, but maybe your mother could do something about it.
No, I'm sorry. Kalani, the fact that Kalani has more sense in her brain of the fact that, like, arguing with Abby is not going to help anything, okay, in terms of putting me back on there. And Jill, were you not... This is what I don't understand, okay? And, like, I understand I'm being contradictory because I was saying that Jill should have spoken up, but, like, I'm saying now that it wouldn't have done anything. But my argument here is that Jill is now telling Kira to speak up and defend her daughter, but she isn't willing to defend somebody else who's already defending their daughter. So, like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't... Why what we doing here, Jill? Like...
Everything's easier said. What are your prospects now? Are you even with? But just like diamonds.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. But I would still give it an 8. And I think it's because taking Kalani out ruined some of the patterns and made it look a little bit awkward. Like, there's a moment where you've got 5 people and you've got, that's not 5, that's 5. So you've got Mackenzie here, Maddie, Jojo, Nia, Kendall. But these 2 people are doing the same thing, and then these 3 people are doing the same thing, and the pattern just looked off. So I wasn't a fan of that. I think if you were gonna do it, it should have been every other person does something, but then the 2 people, yeah, it was just a bit awkward. But the dance itself, I liked the idea of it. I always like the dances where it's like, do you remember the construction line one where they were like, oh, everyone's the same person or whatever it was. We're all the same person. I can't remember exactly what that was called. No one's different or something like that. I can't remember. It was like near the start of season 4. But it was like a good number and I enjoyed that. And I think it might have actually been called Everyone's Replaceable now I'm thinking about it. But either way, that was like a good number. And I liked that kind of vibe for this as well. So yeah, it was a good number. I did enjoy it. But I think taking Kalani out severely damaged some of the patterns and made it look a little bit clunky in areas. Oh.
What you want.
I mean, 5th in the teen category, and she's barely in the teen category, is fair and valid at the end of the day. So, you know what? Good for you, Kendall. Good for you.
Act number 47, Pretty Little Liar.
I mean, fair and valid. Is it a shame that Nia didn't place? Absolutely. But equally with that dance, I'm not surprised in the slightest. It was absolute dog shit from Abby. That was an embarrassment to put up on that stage. I honestly, I hate to say it, but I would rather it be pulled than have Nia embarrass herself like that, because I felt so horrendous for her. That was a shocking dance from Abby.
The Dynamo Effect.
Obviously, it was a great dance. It was really good. And it's no surprise that they come back from LA and they immediately start winning again. Because I'm not being funny, but you can't compete in LA with this style of dance. It has to be hip hop. It has to be funky. It has to be upbeat. It can't be slow, sad, dreary songs. Because they only like that on the East Coast, apparently.
I think it's fair to say that they like us here better than they liked us in LA. I mean, the crowd, the people, it's like we're part of them.
That's it. So, domino effect. I'm out of here. Bye. Congratulations.
And where are you off to? Why are you suddenly dipping early? Who said you could leave early? No, get your ass back in here right this second.
Nia needs to go up there. She wasn't allowed to practice. Couldn't put on a costume.
Oh, my kid couldn't touch her costume.
Nope.
No. Greedy little monster. She touched it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of living for Holly and Jessalyn as like a sneaky little duo now. Why am I kind of liking this? This is cheeky and naughty. I did not expect it. The two opposite ends of the scale finding some kind of common ground and working together. Okay, I'm interested. I'm buying whatever you're selling.
Yeah, but as her mother, you say you weren't in the group. Sit down. Let the team who won get the award. For once. Why is it always about Kalani?
Jill, have you not just spent the entire episode saying, I don't want to get my daughter in trouble with Abby. I don't want to get my daughter in trouble with Abby. But when Kira doesn't want to get her daughter in trouble with Abby, suddenly, she's doing too much. She's setting her daughter up. She's doing this, she's doing that. It's like, what? What are you talking about, Jill? Shut up. Shut up and sit down, okay? You are not the person to be having this fight, okay? You're not the person who is able to talk out on this matter, okay? Holly and Jessalyn, I will allow them some grace to have a go at Kira because, yeah, fair and valid, they do stick up for their daughters. You don't. You sit complicitly by and hope that Abby ignores your daughter rather than actually trying to fight for something better for her, okay? And when Kira doesn't want to fight for something better for Kalani, suddenly it's all about Kalani. Oh, wow. I would have told my daughter to sit back down. No, the fuck you wouldn't, Jill. No, you wouldn't. Don't even lie to my face like that. You'd be like, I'm glad that Kendall's going up as well. She deserves it after all. So let's not lie to my face, okay?
That's your studio owner's call. So tell her.
Your call. It's not right. Sit down. Nia didn't get up. JoJo didn't get up.
She said no to go in the video and you guys ran out. So you listen to your studio owner.
That's a brilliant point. Kira, who'd have thought? Who would have thought that I would have been on the side of Kira and Jessalyn and, well, obviously I'm on the side of Holly, but like Kira and Jessalyn in this episode. Kira makes a fantastic point. You're having a go at me for listening to the studio director, but you scampered off the film set with her because she said so. So that was you listening to the studio owner. So like, what we doing here, Jill? What we doing, little Miss Hypocrite? Okay, so turns out the episode that I was watching at the start is actually next episode, so apologies for that, guys. So you got a little sneaky peek at what we're doing next episode, and potentially I'll be dressed in green, who knows. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. I mean, I think what's really jarring me out at the moment is the fact that I want to be against Kira and obviously Jessalyn because they're the new mums, they're coming in, they're invading our space, do you know what I mean? But they actually are speaking the most sense at this point, and obviously along with Holly. And Jill is just such a hypocrite, it's unbelievable. Like, in the space of one episode, she's had a go at Holly and Kira for doing exactly the opposite of what she told the other person to do, which is so baffling to me. It's absolutely so baffling, and I'm just so confused. So, you know what? Jill, you're in my bad books at the moment, and you're going to have to fight your way out. But, if I'm being honest, Abby's going back on the pyramid next episode. She did not have a horrendous episode this week. I have to say, I did not want to claw my eyes out watching her, like I have the last couple of weeks. So, she will be back on the pyramid. Probably not very high, though. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so unbelievably well. And I will see you guys in the next episode, whenever that may be. But until then, make sure to keep on ranting, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now! See ya.